in terms of being in state, training yourself to be in state is something that you can do in a lot of different ways. So one way, for example, is meditation. Has anyone here ever done meditation? Great. All right. Now, meditation can teach you things like non-resistance, feeling the inner body, just sitting in a room. However, it can be difficult at times to translate that out into the real world, right? In fact, let me tell you guys something funny. I like to talk about boot camp teaching style a lot because it can teach you guys how to teach yourselves. One thing that I noticed, because I've done countless experiments over the years, was that at one time we tried really pumping you up at the start of a boot camp, right? Pumping you up and get guys psyched out. But you know what was interesting? When they get out to the club, say you get out to the club and you're pumped up, you have what's called a state crash because you feel like your state is going down relative. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying it was something that we had on the boot camps. Now, likewise, when I kept the energy calm, then when we get to the club, it was more of a state going up. But regardless, something like meditation is great, and it can teach you what it means to be in the moment. But simultaneously, I believe that learning how to hold your own and hold your state in a more dynamic environment is a separate type of thing. Or maybe not a separate type of thing, but maybe a more dynamic type of thing. All right? So, again, learning how to hold your state in all sorts of dynamic environments is absolutely a life goal. Now look, we're going to talk next about what's called rules. So when we say rules, let's think about what it means first. We'll look at a more simple aspect, and then we'll relate it to state after. Think about happiness. Have you guys ever heard that a lot of people believe that people in, say, a more impoverished part of Latin America, many of those people are happier than people who live in, say, Orange County? You guys ever heard studies like that? Yeah. Okay. So why? Why is that?
Because people who live in the lap of luxury complain about everything. I mean,
sometimes, yeah.
You give them a survey, they're like, oh, this is wrong with my life, and this is wrong with my life, because they got too much fucking free time.
Too much free time? It leads to, and yeah, go ahead.
You have an unhealthy sense of entitlement.
Realistic.
Let me think about that one. That's an interesting one. An unhealthy sense of entitlement. Do I know anyone like that? That's a very interesting one. I like that. That'd be a great line. You have a very unhealthy sense of entitlement, sir. All right. Anyway.
It really pisses a girl off.
Yeah. So, like to a girl who. Oh, that is funny. So you say that as a neg. You have an unhealthy sense of entitlement. That is funny. I don't know what would happen, non-field tested, but that is funny.
I'm calling her princess later. Yeah,
princess. So look, to me what it comes down to is this. It's the rules, right? Someone who lives in, say, a more impoverished part of South America may indeed have less rules about when they allow themselves to experience happiness. They say, look, when I go out dancing with my friends, that's the time to be happy. So they're extremely thrilled and excited and happy when they're just out dancing with their friends. Other people might have a different type of rule, right? They have a different kind of rule, like, I need to have accomplished this with my job, and I need to have this going right and this going right, and otherwise I'm pissed off. So they almost have, like, this really thin little margin. It's like, I can be happy whenever I'm in my sweet spot, then I can feel happy. But whenever the rest of my life occurs, all this stuff, nope, I cannot be happy. I'm going to be pissed off. That's why you see a lot of people that get pissed off. That's what rules are, right? Some people's rules to feel happy is, I'm alive. I have my family around me. I am dancing, whatever it is. Other people have a complex and elaborate set of rules, only feel happy when they're up here. Of course, this can lead to all sorts of debates, like, well, yeah, I have a very thin criteria for happiness, but that forces me to take action, right? If I didn't have that, I would never do anything. I'd just be some dumbass sitting around. And you know what? There's a level of validity to that. But I think that you can also evolve to a higher level where you can take, as we said, right action and still keep moving yourself towards the conditions of your life that you want, simultaneously not beating yourself up when you're not there unnecessarily. Especially when you really think in the context of how short life is. To blow years of your life just feeling pissed off, that is a